Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to Stretford Paddock. I am Adam McKola. This is the match review to Crystal Palace 0, Manchester United 0. Now, that has got to be one of the most boring games I've seen all season. Now, you could hardly see it for starters due to the fog at Crystal Palace, but that is no excuse for the performance we saw from Manchester United today. Yes, we have a couple of injuries. You know, the likes of Paul Pogba missing. Anthony Martial was out today. David De Gea was out today. Yes, we have those injuries. Yes, you know, we have fatigue. Yes, all those things are true. But every single team in the Premier League has those issues at the moment. And that was not good enough. We couldn't trap cement. We couldn't pass wind. The passing was awful. The control of the football was awful. The control of the game was not there. That was not a performance that I expect to see of Manchester United. You can draw games. You can drop points. And we've extended our unbeaten away league run, which is absolutely fantastic. But that is not good enough, what we saw today. And to make matters worse, we didn't have, usually we have someone on the bench, Donny, Martial. We have a few players where we can make the changes to make it happen. Today, we didn't have those players on the bench to be able to come in and make the change. But no matter who we would have brought on today, I just didn't see things changing. Because you go from back to front, Dean Henderson, probably our only good player today. We'll do some player ratings as well while we go from back to front. Dean Henderson, I will give him a 7 out of 10. Probably man of the match for us. You could argue that Eric Bailly or someone like that would be in there amongst our man of the match nominees. Not many though. Dean Henderson, great save towards the end. Comes out, they have an opportunity with Van Arnold. He closes it down, he makes himself big. Even won a goal kick thanks to the deflection on the ball. So Dean Henderson did well with whatever he had to do. The communication, dominating his box, coming out for throw-ins, etc. That's what we want to see. You go to the defence though. Wan-Bissaka, defensively, okay. Going forward, not good enough. Eric Bailly today was Eric Bailly. We kept the clean sheet. Harry Maguire kept the clean sheet. Can't really complain too much. But again, Luke Shaw got forward well. And today, I'm not going to lie, and this shows you how bad it was, I thought Luke Shaw was the only possibility for us scoring a goal by creating a chance. I literally did. The only time I thought we could create a chance was when he got down the left. If we passed it into him, maybe he'd cross the ball into the box. But we didn't even get enough of that. Matic and Fred in front of that defence. We've had these problems before with McTominay and Fred. They're all very one-dimensional. We need a number 6 that can just sit there on his own. If Matic was 10 years younger, that's him. But we haven't got those midfielders to be able to sit there and allow us to free up another player going further forward, allow us to get another player into the final third, another player onto the pitch that could possibly break teams down. What is Fred? I'll ask you, what is Fred? Is he an attacking midfielder? Is he a defensive midfielder? Is he a box-to-box? Is he in between? Because he doesn't bring you assists. He doesn't bring you goals. And he's not. If we need to sign a number 6. So you can't even say he's a proper holding midfielder. Because if we buy a number 6, a proper one, he's out of the team. So again, I'll ask, what is Fred? Because I don't know. And he hasn't got the quality of a Manchester United player. And today, it wasn't just him. Marcus Rashford, poor. Bruno Fernandes, poor. But those players have contributed this season. They have a lot of goals and assists between them. But Fred, I'll ask you, what is he? Because that's one of the problems for me. And look, today against Palace, we should have more than enough on that pitch. And we did have more than enough to be able to beat them. But again, that midfield area is not good enough. When Pogba ain't in there, we don't have any quality. We just don't. The ability to find a pass, a successful pass. And I'm not talking hooking it over the top like we know Pogba can, spinning the ball into play and doing all those kind of things. Simple, basic passes. He gets them wrong far too often. And you can't have that because every time you go to take the ball from midfield to attack, you got recycling again. It's coming back at you every single time. And it upsets the rhythm in the team. Bruno Fernandes looks fatigued, done. He needs a rest. He's not going to get rested, though. Marcus Rashford's probably the same. But he's also getting a lot, like them two are getting frustrated in that they're wasting a lot of the ball. Because when they're getting into the final third, their first thought is, how can I score a goal? How can I be the hero? Mason Greenwood sometimes falls into that, where he's looking, step over. Can I get it on my right foot, left foot? Can I get a shot away? And we're not creating chance. And I felt for Edinson Cavani in that box today. You can do all the running around you want, making space for yourself you want. The ball isn't coming into the box. And that's where our problem lies. We're not doing enough in play. There's not enough patterns. There's not enough overlaps. Here, come, 1-2, 1-2. How often do you see 3, 4, 5 Man United players get pulled over into a wide area? They're all standing about 10 yards apart, just passing the ball to each other. No one's breaking anyone down. We need to work on our attacking patterns. You know, repetitive. Even if you just get it repetitive so you know where everyone's going. Because at the moment, everyone's playing for themselves. And that starts on the training pitch. Now, I understand players being fatigued. It's going to be difficult to put that energy in every game. I understand less time on the training field. It's going to be difficult to be able to train and coach those things. I get it without a preseason. But we have to see more of that. And we're not seeing enough. And what we're seeing is a lack of ideas out there. Name me one chance we created for Cavani today. Don't worry, I'll wait. Because there isn't one. The one chance we created, Daniel James come on. Now, I wanted Daniel James to come on. But the substitute was for Cavani. So we finally got a winger on that could get the ball into the box. But then we took off the striker that would be there to take it. And funnily enough, there was a cross into the box. And guess who got on it? Daniel James. That's Edinson Cavani. It's a goal. So my issue wasn't Daniel James coming on because we needed some natural width. But my issue was taking Cavani off. Now, all right, he's injured. He's just come back from an injury. Maybe fitness. Maybe even saving him for the Manchester derby. But saving him for a game that we're less likely to win when this game was there to be won today is a bit of an odd one. So for me today, yes, the players have to take some responsibility. Take it on the chin. But over the last couple of weeks, I have not seen enough from this Manchester United team. And it comes from the coach and the players have to take some responsibility. But we need to see more from them. And then the subs. We ended today. We still had a sub in hand. Shola Shoretire was on the bench. Amad Diallo was on the bench. But bring them on. What's the worst that can happen? At least they'll go onto the pitch and then suddenly we have players that are going to do things off the cuff that, that the opposition can't prepare for. Because at the moment, it's way too predictable and it's not good enough at all. And it's 2 more points dropped. And questions have to be asked about that. They have to, because we need to see improvement. Yes, we're sitting second. Yes, all teams around us are dropping points. But ultimately, 5 points dropped against Palace now. 2 points against West Brom. 3 points against Sheffield United. People talk about our form against the Big Six when the facts are, if we got those results right, we'd be right in a title race. And we've had more than enough to be able to do better in each of those individual games, and we haven't. So therefore, we only have ourselves to blame. And yes, we need a right winger. We need a holding midfielder. We need a centre-back. This, that, and the other. But ultimately, we had enough to beat Palace today. We had enough to beat West Bromwich. We had enough to beat Sheffield United. And we didn't. And that is not good enough, my pedigree chums. And it needs to fix up. Look, I've given up on the title. I don't even care about that no more. It's gone. But this ain't good enough, man. And I don't want to see this for the rest of the season because it will just turn into a damp squib, fizzle out, and it won't be an improvement and last. And guess what happens again? The questions come back. All that feel-good factor's gone, and we're back to square one. We can't let that happen. We need to grab this and steer it in the right direction before it's too late. Anyway, get your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you're liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Keep it locked to Stretford Paddock. For now, I've been Adam McKola. I'm out of here.